So if we look back at our list, check off words, prepositions. We're going to add another word to prepositions to create a phrase, which is a prepositional phrase, which is very important in this language study that we're working on. I'll tell you why. We'll talk about it tomorrow, but prepositional phrases can never be a part of the subject or verb of a sentence. They're extra additional information. In most cases, you can cover up the prepositional phrase and still have a complete sentence. Okay? So that's why we have to learn to identify prepositional phrases, because it makes the rest of what we're going to do much, much easier. So a prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and continues to the end of the noun phrase that follows it. So sometimes it's just like the next word, like for us. Us is a pronoun. That would be the preposition. In 1943. So the noun 1943 follows. Sometimes there's going to be a word in between the preposition and the noun, like an article, the or a or an. It could also be against the great idea. So there could be an adjective in there. So we're going to start at the preposition and go to the end of the noun phrase. Here's a longer noun phrase. The cool, dark basement. Here's a compound noun phrase. The basement and the penthouse. So where did she go? To the basement and the penthouse. Okay, look at page 524. Some of your books might have marks in the book. If you do, you're lucky because they probably have the work done for you. Here's what you're going to do. Write on your paper, exercise 1, page 524. You're going to write down the preposition and then ellipses, ... to the noun at the end of the prepositional phrase. Okay? Let's do number 1 together.
There's only one in every sentence.
Nope, I'll tell you which ones have multiples. Great environmental art is alive on the Great Plains. What's the preposition? On, and the ... would go to
Great
plains.
Just plain.
Yep.
You put on.
On ... plains.
What about is alive?
Is a verb.
Oh. Helping verb.
Number 2, from an airplane, the vast cultivated fields resemble works of abstract art. Raise your hand if you see one of the prepositions.
Of abstract art.
Of abstract art. So of ... art. And the other one?
From an airplane.
From ... airplane. Do up to 5. So do 3, 4, and 5. Everybody right now.
Which ones have?
Okay, let's look at 3. Did you see what I did? I was trying to make it bigger by the book. Like my nails?
It's a Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3. The varied designs are the result of modern farming methods. Of methods. Number 4. The plowed fields are basically hilly and rectangular in shape. Number 5. Farmers plow along the natural contours of the land. Along contours of land. Good. Raise your hand if you got those all right. Excellent. Okay, let's look at the worksheet. Oh. Okay. Underline the prepositional phrase or phrases in each sentence. We are going to do exactly what the directions say. Number 1. Architecture is considered a form of art.
Of art. Wait, so we do the exact same thing we did?
Number 2, yep. Just underline. It is one of the oldest of the fine arts.
Oh,
the
the
oldest
oldest
and
and
of
of
the
the fine arts.
Make sure you make 2 separate lines there.
Do one with one line, one with the other 2 lines.
Just like I did.
Okay.
Let's do number 10 and 13 together. Marble was widely used as a construction material during this classical period.
As material.
Is as on your list of prepositions?
No. No.
So it'd just be during this
During.
classical.
It's really not on there. Does anybody have their book still open?
Yeah.
Look on 474. Is as a preposition on page 474?
It should be a preposition.
I believe so.
Where
In
do I look on 470?
Yeah, it's on here.
Okay, so on your grammar cheat sheets, write as. I'm going to tell you, as is very rarely a preposition. Like almost never. But here's a sentence where it is.
By this case.
It's usually always a subordinating conjunction. Number 13, during the 2nd century, Romans built structures made from concrete, terracotta, and bricks.
During second century.
Concrete, terracotta.
From concrete, yeah.
Okay, so that's an example of a list, but they're all part of the same prepositional phrase. Okay, let's look at the back. Cross out the second half of the directions. So all you're going to do is the same thing.
How nice.
Underline the prepositional phrases in the sentence. Okay?
Unless I know what I have to leave.
Okay. Yes, there are 40 of these. But how difficult is this?
It's so difficult.
All you're going to find as you go through this worksheet that the most popular prepositions are repeated
Numerous.
all the times. Of,
What use a big word? Thank you.
for, in, a lot of ofs.
Do we keep these note cards?
Okay, here's what, pause for a second, I know you're working. I would highly suggest what you do for the next week or 2 is get a get a sheet protector
Alrighty.
and put your grammar cheat sheet and your note cards in one sheet protector and just take that with you for the next few days.
Is one?
Do we
Is
use
never. Is always a verb. Okay, then